In a quaint village, there lived a man burdened by the weight of his impoverished life. He shared his home with his loving wife and blind mother. His days were steeped in worry as poverty wrapped its tendrils around him, compounded by the absence of children and his mother's blindness. He often sat alone, tears marking his prayers to the heavens, yearning for relief. Years passed under the veil of his troubles. One day, by the riverside, he sat with his head bowed, tears tracing new paths down his worn visage. Suddenly, a voice, gentle yet commanding, pierced his sorrow. "Son, why do you weep? What burdens you so?" Startled, he lifted his eyes to find a venerable old man, attire as white as snow, with a beard flowing like a silver stream and a face that shone like the sun. Without hesitation, the man poured his heart out, sharing his woes of poverty, childlessness, and his mother's blindness. The sage listened patiently and then spoke. "Very well. Tell me, which of these burdens would you have me lift? Wealth, children, or your mother's sight? I shall grant you one wish. Meet me here tomorrow." With those words, the sage vanished, leaving the man more anxious than ever, for he had 3 afflictions, but only one wish to choose. Confounded, he returned home and recounted the tale to his wife and mother. His mother, with love brimming in her blind eyes, urged him to ask for her sight, so she could behold her son and daughter-in-law. His wife, with aspirations of future care, wished for a child. Meanwhile, his own heart yearned for wealth to ease their lives. Torn between these desires, he spent the night in thought. Morning broke with clarity. He stepped out into the new day with a smile and set off to meet the sage. Upon his arrival, the sage awaited him and asked, "Have you decided? Tell me, which burden shall I lift today?" With newfound confidence, the man replied, "I wish for my mother to see her grandchildren dine from golden dishes. That is all I desire, nothing more." The sage smiled knowingly, and thus, the man's wish encompassed all desires: wealth, children, and his mother's sight, all granted in a single, wise stroke.